शांति, ओम शांति। सभी प्यार से मिल करके बोलो ओम शांति। अच्छा, गुड मॉर्निंग। साधन कहते हैं मेरे ऊपर भरोसा नहीं रखो, अपनी साधना अच्छी करते रहो।
Facilities tell us don't rely on me, rely on your own spiritual endeavor. The facilities are there just to be used.
पर साधना तो हमारी
But our spiritual endeavor
गुप्त सहज इतनी अच्छी है,
is so incognito, so easy, so
बाबा भी
good.
हमारी बात सुन लेता है,
And Baba also hears
हम बाबा की बात
what
सुन
is in
लेते
our
हैं।
heart, and we hear what
एक
Baba
तो की
wants.
बात भी सुन लेते हैं,
And we listen to one
समझ
another
जाते
as
हैं।
well. And we understand one another.
इतनी साइलेंस पावर है।
This is what is silence power. This is how much silence power
तो
we have.
मुरली के पहले साइलेंस पावर क्या है?
And so before the Murli, what is silence
स्पष्ट
power?
करती हूँ।
Let me clarify that.
साइलेंस से पावर कैसे आती है?
How is power generated through silence?
क्यों साइलेंस पावर चाहिए?
Because we need
peace
silence
होए।
power. Peace on its own, well,
थोड़े समय के लिए या कभी पीसलेस बन जाए,
and it might just be
silence
for a
power नहीं है।
temporary period and then we become peaceless again.
कोई
That means that
घड़ी
we
भी
don't have
ऐसी ना आए
silence
जो मैं
power.
पीसलेस बनूं।
There should be no
Peaceful
moment should
रहूं।
come when I'm peaceless. I should remain peaceful.
बाबा ज्ञान देता है, ज्ञान का सागर परमात्मा बाप।
Baba, the Supreme Soul,
ब्रह्मा
our
बाबा
Father,
द्वारा
the
विचार
ocean of
सागर
knowledge,
मंथन
gives us
करके
this knowledge. It's
बिल्कुल
churned. He gives it through
अनुभव के
Brahma
आधार
Baba,
से
and Brahma Baba churns it, and on the basis of his
सरा सहज बना
experience,
करके हमको
he
समझाता
makes it
है।
very easy and then explains.
ज्ञान सागर बाबा, पावन
Baba,
बाबा,
the purifier, the
उसको
ocean
ब्रह्मा
of
बाबा
knowledge,
कैसे सरल रूप में समझाता है,
Brahma Baba makes that
मंथन
which
करके,
Shiv
जो हम
Baba is
समझ
giving
सके।
us, he makes it easy for us by churning
तो
it,
ब्रह्मा
by
बाबा जानता है
sharing his
बुद्धियाँ
experience.
कैसी है यहाँ।
Because Brahma Baba is the one who knows
शिव
what
बाबा तो
intellects
समय
down
अनुसार आ
here
गया,
are like.
पर इसका जो
Shiv
आधार
Baba
लिया
comes
है
according
रथ
to the
का,
time, according to his
रथ भी
time,
अनुभवी है यहाँ का।
and he takes the support of this chariot who's experienced about this
दुनिया
world
क्या
and
है,
this
समझ
plane.
क्या है,
He knows this.
अनुभवी है रथ।
Brahma Baba is experienced and
जैसे बाबा
understands
कहते
what
हैं,
are
अनुभवी रथ लिया
relationships down
है,
here like. What
जवान
is
का भी
this
नहीं लिया
world
है,
like?
वृद्धतन लिया है।
Baba didn't take a young body; he took a
मामा
mature,
जवान,
older body. Mama was the young one,
17 वर्ष की उम्र में,
17 years
बाबा
old.
60 years
And Baba was 60 years
एज
old.
में, शिव बाबा इसमें आ गया 60 year एज में,
And Shiv Baba came in him at the
मम्मा
age of
70 year
60.
एज में बाबा की बन गई।
And Mama at the age of 17 became Baba's.
ऐसा ज्ञान बाबा ने ब्रह्मा बाबा को, शिव बाबा ने ब्रह्मा मम्मा को एक जल्दी तीर लग गया।
Shiv Baba gave such gyan through Brahma Baba in a way that
ऐसा तीर लगा
Mama was
मम्मा
shot
को,
with an arrow
वो सीन
instantly.
देखने लायक थी।
And that scene, that moment at which she was shot,
मम्मा
it was
के
a
तीर
scene
लगने
worth
की
watching.
सीन देखने लायक थी।
Really, that scene was
क्या
really
मम्मा,
worth watching.
हम तो डरती थी मम्मा से,
I used to be
ऐसी नखरी
scared
इतनी
of
हो,
Mama because
चलना
she was
फिरना
like
ऐसा, हम भोली भाली क्या पर
a bit kind of snobbish and up in the air.
उसका बोलना चलना,
The way she used to walk and
अच्छा बड़ा,
move, it was like kind of very
हम
dignified
तो
and
उसके
very
सामने
royal.
भोली भाली, कब
And
डर
I used to
लगता था
feel
इस
like
बात
I
की
was just
बात
a
कैसे
simpleton in
करेंगे,
front
पता
of
नहीं क्या
her.
बात करेंगे।
I used to think, well, how can I talk to her? I don't know what kind of things she's going
इतनी
to
मीठी
say. I
बन
might
गई,
not be
इतनी
able to relate to
मीठी,
her.
वंडरफुल।
But really, she became so sweet, so
चेंज ऐसी
sweet.
मम्मा में आई।
Transformation came in such a
क्यों
way.
सुनाती हूँ,
And why am
बाबा
I telling
कैसा
you this?
ज्ञान बेर मीठा 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 करके दे करके हमको
Because
मोहित कर लिया, मम्मा से शुरू हो गया।
Baba has
मोहित
given
करना
us
किसको
knowledge
कहा
in
जाता
such
है,
a way that it
वो मम्मा से शुरू हुआ।
attracted us, made us sweet. And Mama was the first example of how that knowledge
और
worked.
सब कुमार का दादी वगैरह सब वही क्लास स्कूल में पढ़ते थे.
Daddy Kumarka and them
ये
were in
अगर
the
आई
same
ना तो बस
school,
सारा
same
स्कूल आ जाएगा.
class as Mama. And they used to say, if Mama comes in Gyan, the whole school will come in Gyan.
युक्ति से एक ही बारी आई.
And so she came
First
just the
time
once, the first time.
मम्मा के परिवर्तन को देख.
And seeing Mama's transformation, well,
सबका कान खुल गया.
it's like everyone's
ये
ears
कैसे आई?
were like wide open. How on earth did
तो
she
सारी
come?
स्टोरी नहीं सुनाती, मुरली सुनानी है मुझे.
I won't tell you the whole story
परंतु
because I have
बाबा
to
ने
tell,
जो
read the Murli
जिस
too.
तरह से हमको देख करके जागृत किया,
But what I'm saying is the way in which Baba
आत्मा को अंधकार
saw
से
us
निकाल करके
and
देखा तुम कौन
awoke
हो,
us.
क्या बनने वाली हो.
He took us out of the darkness. He
सीधा
made
कहा
us
तुम राधे
aware
हो ना, तुम राधे
and
कृष्ण की बनेगी ना.
awoke us. And he
बस
said to
समझ
her,
गई.
"You're Radha. You're going to be Krishna's Radha, aren't you?" And she said, "Wow, yes."
लग गया. इतनी बाबा ऐसी बात सुनाता है जो आत्मा को अंदर से लगता है.
Baba relates things to us in such a way that the
इतने में
soul
change.
inside thinks, awakens really deeply and says, "Yes,
change
okay,
इतनी
yes."
जो बाबा
And
मुरली
there's
चलावे ना,
transformation.
मम्मा हु बहु word by word
There was such transformation in Mama that word by
Mama
word she would be able to repeat that.
पीछे हम पढ़ते थे.
We used to
Baba
read
का
it
लिखा हुआ.
afterwards, Baba's writing,
एक
written
word भी
Murli.
नीचे ऊपर नहीं होगा.
And there wouldn't be
mix नहीं
one
होगा, ये नहीं
word that Mama would have missed or Mama would have added.
गीत ऐसे बनाती गाती थी.
And the
बात मत
songs
पूछो.
she used to
चिपके चिपके गीत
compose,
बना करके
and she used to do it
बाथरूम में मम्मा
secretly.
गीत गाती थी. हम
She
बैठ के
used,
सुनते थे.
she used to sing in the bathroom, and we used to stand outside and listen.
बाथरूम में आधा घंटा एक घंटा मम्मा क्या कर रही है.
Half an hour, 1 hour in the bathroom, we used to
गीत
think,
गा
what
रही
is she
है.
doing? And she would be singing songs.
बाबा को सारा दिन यही धंधा है मम्मा का.
And this would be Mama's business
गीत
all
मम्मा
day, just
गाए
these
तो बात
songs.
मत
And when she used to sing, don't even ask.
प्यार में
With so much love.
सब दुनियावी बातें जो है ना सब भूल जाती है.
When we have the experience of love, we
भूलना-
forget the whole world.
दुनिया की बात को भूल जाना जैसे हम वो थे नहीं.
It's as if we
ये
never
मम्मा
ever
मिसाल
even
बनी.
existed in that world. Mama was an
तो
example of
बाबा
that.
क्या चाहता है हमारे से ऐसा
And
मिसाल
so,
बने.
what does Baba want from us? He wants us to be like that, examples like
ये
that.
बदल गए, ये ऐसा हो गया.
People should say, wow, look at that person's transformation. They
कल तो
became
एक
like
भाई ने
this,
कहा,
they
भाई
changed.
हम 5 को बदल चेंज करेंगे, 5 को लेके आएंगे.
One
और
brother
हमारा
said
अनुभव है
that he
एक
would
ने
bring
10 को इतने में
5
आप
people
समान
like
बनाया.
this, and I've experienced how people can
बिना कोई
make 10
छपाई के,
people
बिना कोई कहे,
equal to
एक-एक जगह
themselves.
10 को आप समान बनाए, बाबा का ज्ञान देकर लाए.
Give Baba's knowledge in such a way and bring people here, make them equal to
इतना
yourself.
अंदर धारणा में चला जाता है. ऊंची अच्छी चीजें
These high, elevated
पता
things
चल
go
जाता
into
है
our
अमृत विष
dharana
में कितना अंतर है.
so deeply that it
अमृत
becomes very clear what is the
जीवदान देता है.
difference between nectar
विष
and poison.
जीवघात कर देता है.
Poison kills you, but
Negative-
nectar brings life to you.
खराब विचार
Negative,
poison
bad
का काम करते हैं.
thoughts, they work like poison.
ये अमृत का काम करता
But this knowledge is like nectar.
है.
It
उसमें
works
दवा
like
भी है तो दुआ
nectar.
भी है.
It's filled with, it's medicinal and it's filled
तो
with
वो
blessings as
किसको
well.
आएगा जो डीप जाएगा अंदर.
But who will have the
ज्ञान के
experience of
सुनते-
that?
सुनते-
People who go
सुनते-
deep
सुनते
into
अंदर
knowledge.
deep चला
Whilst
गया.
you're listening to the knowledge, it's going inside you, penetrating deep, deep, deep.
व्यर्थ नेगेटिव तो गया, व्यर्थ तो गया, साधारण
Negative
ख्याल भी नहीं.
goes, waste
श्रेष्ठ
goes,
विचार कहाँ से
ordinary
अंदर से
thoughts
पैदा
also
होने
go.
लगे हमारे पास.
And then it's as if you don't know from where, but elevated
विचारों में
thoughts,
श्रेष्ठता आ गई.
they arise, are given birth from within you. Your whole way of
कैसे आई?
thinking becomes so high and
तो
elevated.
जैसे ही
And you think, how did it
हमारा
happen?
कुछ दिनों से दिल, दिमाग, मन, बुद्धि.
So we've been hearing for the last few days about heart,
दिल को
head.
जो बात अच्छी लगी ना, दिमाग ठंडा हो गया.
If the heart likes something, then the
जो
head
दिल-
becomes
दिमाग कभी गर्म
cool.
हो जाता था, कभी ऐसे
Sometimes
हो
your head
जाता था.
becomes hot, it
इसे पता
becomes
चला सारा connection मन
flustered.
बुद्धि का.
And then you understood afterwards that the connection was between the mind and the
प्रैक्टिकल
intellect.
शरीर में आत्मा को
The soul
दिल
in the
खुश हो
body
गई.
when
दिमाग ठंडा हो,
the heart becomes happy, the head
Deep-
becomes cool
बुद्धि द्वारा
through the intellect,
बुद्धि में दिल द्वारा बुद्धि में लगा,
because
बुद्धि
something
द्वारा
enters the
अंदर ही
heart,
अंदर
goes into the intellect, and then the work starts
ग्रहण शक्ति बढ़
internally.
गई,
And then your capacity to imbibe
एक तरफ सफाई हुई,
increases
तो
if
सच्चाई
something
काम करने
touches the
लगी।
heart. Your
ये
cleanliness
संकल्प की बात है, बुद्धि
cleanliness
में संकल्प
comes,
ऐसा पैदा होने लगा,
and thoughts,
किचरा रबिश जो भरा हुआ था,
such thoughts come arise, good thoughts arise, that all the rubbish that's inside just gets cleared out.
सच्चाई,
And then
परमात्मा सत्य ज्ञान दे
truth
रहा है
comes
ना,
because God is giving us the true knowledge.
यूज होने लगा, बुद्धि ने
We start using it.
समझ के
The
यूज
intellect
किया,
started to understand, then it started to use it.
तो मन शांत हो,
And then
बुद्धि ने
the
तब
human
समझा
becomes
कि
very
बुद्धि थोड़ा
calm, very
मोटी
peaceful.
बुद्धि से महीन बुद्धि,
It's like the intellect
मोटे मोटे
becomes
रूप
from
से ज्ञान
gross
समझने में कोई
to
मजा नहीं है,
refined. And you don't
अच्छा है,
actually
अच्छा है,
enjoy
अच्छा है,
knowledge
अच्छा
when
है,
you understand it in a gross
सुनने में
level.
अच्छा है,
We
सुनाने
think,
में
yeah,
अच्छा है,
yeah, it's
पर
really
अंदर
nice,
अच्छा
and you
लगता
relate
है,
it, and people like it.
इन जैसा अच्छा कुछ
But
है ही नहीं,
when it's refined, then you have this
अंतर
feeling, it's so beautiful.
बुद्धि द्वारा
Inside you're
दिल को अच्छा
enjoying it,
लग
and
जाए, दिल
others
द्वारा
like it.
बुद्धि को अच्छा लग जाए,
The intellect, the heart likes it, then the intellect
तो
likes
दिल
it. When
को
the
अच्छा
intellect
लगता है,
likes it, the
बुद्धि
intellect
उस
heart likes it.
काम की चीज है, काम
And
की
when the
चीज है,
intellect likes something, there's a
लेना
feeling
है,
that this is really useful and I mustn't let go of this.
और कोई बुद्धि जाएंगी नहीं
And then
कहाँ,
the intellect won't go
और
anywhere else.
लगेगा ये मेरे काम की बात है,
And the intellect will have this feeling that everything else is just useless. It's not worth my looking
जैसे
at
कल थोड़ी
even.
कहानियां सुनाई ना, हमारे कुमार का दादी और शील की,
Yesterday I was
बहुत
telling
परीक्षा ली
stories
बाबा ने,
about Daddy Kumaraka and Sheel.
कुमार का दादी बहुत अच्छी
Baba
लड़की
took
थी,
a lot of
कहा
tests of
तेरे
them
को
both.
अच्छा लड़का दिला दूं,
Baba tested Daddy Kumaraka once. He
पता है
said to
कहानी का
her,
है इसका,
he
अखबार में डाला यार,
he said, I'm going to get you a good
बाबा
boy, a
अखबार में डाला,
match.
ये लड़की शादी करना
And
चाहती, कोई लड़का ऐसा हो,
he put an ad in the paper, this
लड़का
girl
ऐसा
wants to
हो,
get married, but we need
अखबार पर
a
लड़के
suitable
बहुत अच्छे
match.
से, कुमार का जैसी लड़की मिलती है,
A good, really good match.
सब
We need a
लड़के
really
फेल हो गए,
decent
ये
match.
पसंद नहीं है,
And so all these boys
ऐसा हो
applied.
जो राम जैसा हो, धनुष तोड़ने
He
वाला
said
ऐसा
he has
हो,
to be like Ram, he has to be the one who can break the bow.
शील को कहता था, क्वीन एलिजाबेथ तुमको कहे तुम्हें तख्ता का ले लो, तुम लेंगी, मैं क्या करूं,
And Baba used to say to Sheel Daddy, if Queen Elizabeth were to give you her throne, come and take it,
ये जो
would you
राजशाही
take it? And
बुद्धि
she'd say,
है,
I don't want that throne.
ये जो वर मिला है,
I'm
घर
going to
मिला है,
get this. Look what I've
वर मिला
got.
है,
I've got this.
घर मिला है,
I've got my home. I've
हमारे
got
जैसा सुखी
a
कोई नहीं,
family, in-laws. There's nobody as happy
ऐसे
as me. I
अंदर
don't
से
need that.
दिल ने संकल्प से
And so with
स्वीकार
such
ऐसा किया है,
thoughts, the heart accepted in such a
जो
deep
दिल
way.
खुश मिठाई का बाबा ने कहा,
Baba
वही
spoke
भोग
about
लगाना
Dil
और कोई
Kush,
भोग नहीं लगाना,
sweet. And Baba said,
बाबा
this
ने
is
कहा मेरे को भोग
this
लगाओ
is
ना, बाबा
what
को भोग लगाओ ना,
must offer
दिल
to
खुश
Baba
मिठाई का
in
भोग लगाओ,
Bhog.
और
Nothing
कोई
else.
भोग नहीं लगाना,
Baba doesn't want any other Bhog. He just wants a happy
तो
heart.
बाबा कितना आज
Dil Kush.
हम आपके साथ ही है,
And I include
डबल
myself.
फॉरेनर्स पर इत्मीनान,
Today Baba speaking about the double foreigners, and I include
वो
myself
समझ
in
सोच के
that.
कुर्बान जाते हैं, बाबा ने ऐसे भले भले समझ बहुत चलाने वाले, उसको प्यार करके 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 अपना बना लिया,
Double foreigners are the ones who have a lot of
तो मेरे को
understanding.
नाज है, बीच में हूँ एजेंट,
And Baba has made
कोई
such
पूछे
ones who
तुम्हारा क्या
understand a
बिजनेस है, मेरा
lot,
एजेंट का बिजनेस,
belong to himself little by little by little. And
दोनों
I
साइड से
have
मिलता
this
है,
pride, if you like, that I'm
बाबा
in the
भी खुश
middle, the
होता है,
agent in the middle, and
जिनको
I get
खुशी
a
मिलती है वो
commission
भी
from
खुश
both
होते हैं,
sides. I get commission
हमारी
from
कमाई
all of you
कमाई,
because you receive so much.
बाबा
I
की
get
खुशी
commission
में हम
from
खुश,
Baba because he's so happy.
आप सब खुश हो गए उसमें हम खुश,
So, and when you are happy,
इसमें
then I'm
आत्मा
happy.
बड़ी मजबूत है,
The soul
दिल
is very strong,
मजबूत है,
and the heart is very strong,
दिमाग ठीक है,
and the head is
नहीं?
good,
नहीं तो
working
कहता बुद्धि
okay.
हो गई अभी समझती नहीं है, इसको समझाया कितना बारी बताया नहीं सुनती है,
People
काम
might
तो बहरे हो गए तो सुनती नहीं, हम क्या करेंगे,
People sometimes think that Dadi's old, she's an old, her
बाबा
ears don't
शांति
work
की शक्ति दो।
properly.
बड़ा प्रेम से मुस्कुराऊं तो सही,
But at
तो
least
साइलेंस में जाओ,
I can
कुछ
smile.
दिल में मन में न रखो।
Go into silence, don't keep anything in
अंदर
your mind,
साइलेंस
in
में
your
बाबा
heart,
कैसे अंदर शक्ति भरता
and
है।
see how Baba will fill you
कहते
with
बच्ची
power
तुम
in
अच्छा नहीं सुन
silence.
सकती हो,
Baba will say, it's
अच्छा तुम
okay if
नहीं
you
बात
can't
अच्छा, तुम
hear.
मुस्कुरा के थोड़ा
At
प्यार
least
से
smile
हाँ हाँ करते
and
चलो,
say
करते
yes,
चलो,
yes, with a lot of love to whoever and
कोई
whatever.
माने तो
And
अच्छी
if
तरह से
people,
कान में कह दो, नहीं मानते
if
तो अच्छा
people
माइंड तो नहीं
listen,
करे ना,
if people listen to what you have to say, then that's good, no
कोई
problem.
बात नहीं
And
समझ
if they
में
don't
आती
want
तो
to listen,
माइंड
if they
नहीं
don't
करे,
understand, then don't worry
दिल
about
से
it, don't
दूर ना हो
mind.
जा रहे बाबा से।
Don't distance them from Baba. Don't let them be distanced from
ये
Baba.
फिक्र रहता है कोई बाबा के दिल से दूर ना हो जाए।
I do have this concern that nobody should become distant from
कम
Baba's
से कम
heart.
समीप होगा, सामने
If
होगा,
someone
तो कभी
remains
न कभी कोई
close,
बात ग्रहण
if
करने
they
की शक्ति
remain in
बढ़ेगी।
front of Baba, then actually there will come a
आज नहीं
day
तो कल
when they will be able to
अपने
imbibe, when
संकल्प
something
को
will touch
सदा
their heart and
हम
the
संकल्प मेरा ही
capacity
है,
to imbibe will open up. If not today, then tomorrow, but at least keep
अंतर्मुखता
yourself
से
in front.
एकाग्रता की शक्ति को बढ़ा करके
Let me be introvert,
संकल्प को ऐसे
increase
बनाओ
my power to
जो
concentrate
संकल्प
and make
मेरा
my
नहीं है, पर
thoughts
बाबा ने
very
ऐसा
good.
संकल्प चलाना सिखाया।
Because and
वाह
actually
बाबा
these
वाह,
thoughts are not my thoughts. These are the
मेरा
thoughts that
संकल्प
Baba
है
has
नहीं
taught
कुछ,
me to have.
बाबा ने ये संकल्प
And
बच्चा
this is why
तुम्हारे
we
ये
say, Wa
संकल्प हो,
Baba, Wa Baba. Because Baba teaches us, child,
तो
don't
देखो मैं
think,
तुमको
have this
कैसे
thought,
सिखाता
have
हूँ।
this thought. I'm teaching you, have this thought, think like
बाबा के
this.
पास सब पहुंचता है,
And
और
actually
मेरे
everything
संकल्प चलेंगे तो
reaches
कभी कैसे चलेंगे, कभी कैसे,
Baba. If I were to create my own thoughts, then sometimes they're of
संस्कार
one
बस
variety,
चलेंगे,
sometimes are for another. They're according to my
खींचेंगे।
sanskars. They
अच्छा
might
सुनो
pull
मुरली,
me. Okay, so now let's
तो
hear the
संकल्प
Murli.
को अंदर डीप साइलेंस में जाओ,
But to look at this thing of thoughts,
पीसफुल,
go into deep silence,
फुल
become
होवे,
very
लव
peaceful,
फुल,
full of peace,
नॉलेज
full
फुल,
of love, knowledgeful.
नॉलेज फुल का प्रैक्टिकल रूप है
What is
पीसफुल,
the practical form of someone knowledgeful is that they are
लवफुल,
peaceful and loveful.
तो लगेगा नॉलेज अंदर जा रही है
And
पीसफुल
then
लवफुल में,
you'll get the
बाबा के
feeling
लिए
that the
प्यार है
knowledge
ना,
is going
तो बाबा
inside.
सुना रहा है ना, अच्छा अंदर जा रहा है,
If I have love for Baba, then what Baba's relating, it
डबल
will be going
विदेशी,
inside, going
ब्राह्मण
inside,
बच्चों की
absorbing.
विशेषताएं,
Double foreigners, the
हर एक
specialities
अपने
of
आप को
double
देखे बाबा कितना प्यार
foreigners.
से
This is a
देखता
heading.
है,
Each
और
one, let
जो
each one look
कहता
at the
है
way in which,
हमारी
the loveful way
आपके
in which Baba sees us.
विशेषता को देख करके कहता है,
Because Baba sees our specialities and then speaks. He actually
आज
sees
भाग्य
it.
विधाता,
Today, Bab Dada, the bestower of fortune.
बाप दादा 88 की मुरली है,
This is the Murli from 1988,
फरवरी,
February,
18 साल पहले की,
18 years ago.
और आज देखो मुरली,
And look at it in
आज
context
भाग्य
of today.
विधाता बाप दादा
Today,
अपने
Bab
श्रेष्ठ
Dada, bestower
भाग्यवान
of fortune,
बच्चों को देख हर्षित हो रहे हैं,
is pleased seeing his elevated, fortunate children.
हर एक बच्चे का भाग्य, हर एक बच्चे का भाग्य
The fortune of every child
श्रेष्ठ तो है ही,
is the most elevated of all
लेकिन
anyway.
उनमें नंबरवार
However,
है,
even within that, it is number wise.
आज बाप दादा
Today, Bab
सब
Dada
बच्चों के दिल के उमंग उत्साह के दृढ़ संकल्प सुन रहे थे,
was listening to the determined thoughts of zeal and
राबिन
enthusiasm
भाई
of all
आपको
the
पता
children.
है हम लोगों ने बाबा से प्रॉमिस किया है,
You know that we've all promised, right? Robin, that is asking,
शिवरात्रि तक
that by Shivratri,
आपको ऐसा बन के दिखाएंगे,
we have to show Baba.
पता है चार्ली,
Become it.
राबिन को पता है,
Charlie, does
बाबा
Robin
को
know?
मैंने माइक में उठा के बोला है, बताया,
Did you tell him?
बता देना तमसिन को निर्मला बहन,
Nirmala Ben, tell
बाबा
Tamazin
मुरली
about
हमारे
what
हाथ
we
में ऐसी आई
promised.
है आज बाप दादा सब बच्चों के दिल के उमंग उत्साह के दृढ़ संकल्प सुन रहे थे, संकल्प द्वारा अभी संकल्प द्वारा जो सभी ने रूहरियान की,
the chit chat that each one had, the heart-to-heart conversation that each one had, through their thoughts, as they were creating the thoughts reached to Baba.
अच्छा जयंती, मुझे ट्रेनिंग मिल रही है, देखो
Today I'm getting
संकल्प
training,
की
Janki.
शक्ति वाणी के शक्ति से अति सूक्ष्म होने के कारण है,
Because the power of thought is more
अति तीव्र गति से
subtle
चलती भी है
and more subtle than the
और
power of
पहुंचती
words,
भी है.
it reaches quicker and works quicker.
रूहरियान की भाषा है ये संकल्प की भाषा.
The language of the heart-to-heart
रूहरियान की
conversation
भाषा
is the language of
अपन
thoughts.
से करो,
You can
बाबा
have
से करो और उससे
that
करो.
conversation with yourself,
रूहरियान की
with
भाषा
others.
है संकल्प की भाषा. साइंस वाले आवाज को कैच करते हैं,
Scientists can catch
लेकिन
sound,
संकल्प को कैच करने के लिए
But-
सूक्ष्म साधन चाहिए.
in order to catch thoughts you need subtle instruments.
बाप दादा हर एक बच्चे के संकल्प की भाषा
Bab Dada is always listening to the
सदाएं
language
सुनते हैं,
of the thoughts of the children.
अर्थात संकल्प कैच करते हैं.
That is, he catches their thoughts.
जो वीडियो वाले सुन लो, देखो
Audio, video
कितनी
people,
मेहनत
you
कर
can
रहे
listen
हैं,
to
बाकी
this.
ये
You're making so much effort.
इसके लिए बुद्धि अति सूक्ष्म,
For this you require very
स्वच्छ और
subtle,
स्पष्ट.
clean and clear intellect.
सूक्ष्म,
Subtle,
स्वच्छ
clean
और स्पष्ट
and clear
आवश्यक है.
is essential.
तब वही बाप के रूहरियान के रेस्पान को समझ सकेंगे.
For only then will you be able to understand the response of the heart-to-heart conversation that's coming
बाप
from
दादा
Baba.
के पास सभी के संतुष्टता का व सदा खुश रहने के, बाप दादा के पास सभी के संतुष्टता व सदा खुश रहने के, निर्विघ्न रहने के, सदा बाप समान बनने के से संकल्प पहुंच गए.
Bab Dada received
बाप दादा
the thoughts
बच्चों
that the
के
children had of being content,
संकल्प
of
के
being happy,
द्वारा
of being free from
सदा
obstacles,
सफलता
of
की
being
मुबारक दे
successful.
रहे हैं.
And he is giving congratulations to the children for that.
क्योंकि जान दृढ़ता है,
Congratulations
वहाँ
because of their
सफलता है.
determination. Because where there is determination, there is
यह है
success.
श्रेष्ठ
Definitely.
भाग्यवान बनने की निशानी.
These are the signs of
जान
being
दृढ़ता है,
elevated,
सफलता
of being
है.
fortunate.
यह श्रेष्ठ भाग्यवान बनने की निशानी. सदा दृढ़ता, श्रेष्ठता हो,
Let there always be determination and
संकल्प में भी
elevated
कमजोरी न हो.
thoughts. Let your thoughts
इसको
not
कहते
even
हैं
be
श्रेष्ठता.
weak. This is what you call being elevated.
बच्चों की विशाल दिल देख,
Seeing the generous
बच्चों
hearts
को
of the
सदा
children.
विशाल दिल, संकल्प देखा. अभी दिल की बात सुन लो.
So first Baba saw the thoughts, now listen to what Baba saw in the heart.
विशाल दिल,
So
विशाल बुद्धि,
seeing the children's
विशाल
generous
सेवा.
heart,
विशाल संस्कार.
Baba gives blessings to the children to become constantly generous,
ऐसे
and he gives
सदा
blessings.
विशाल भव का वरदान भी
He gives blessings
वरदाता
for
बाप दे रहे हैं.
the bestower of blessings. Gives blessings to the
गुड़ियों को
children
कैसे
to
अंदर ही अंदर,
constantly become
मनन करके कितना स्पष्ट करना चाहिए. मनन
generous in terms of having a
स्वच्छ
generous
स्पष्ट
heart, a
सुना
broad
है.
intellect, and and being able to do unlimited service.
विशाल दिल अर्थात बेहद की स्मृति स्वरूप.
A generous heart means to be the embodiment
बात
of an
में
unlimited
बेहद.
consciousness, to be unlimited in every aspect.
अर्थात विशाल,
That means to be
जहाँ बेहद
generous.
है तो
When
कोई भी
something is
प्रकार की
unlimited,
हद
then nothing limited
अपने तरफ आकर्षित नहीं कर सकती.
cannot attract you towards itself.
इसको ही ये तो दिल पसंद जवाब मिल रहे हैं word by word.
These are like
इसको
answers that the
ही
heart
बाप
is really
समान
enjoying.
कर्मातीत फिरता जीवन कहा जाता है.
This is
कोई
known
भी प्रकार की हद आकर्षित न करे.
when nothing attracts you towards itself. This is known
इसको
as the
ही
stage of
बाप
being
समान
equal to the
कर्मातीत
Father,
फिरता
that is
जीवन कहा जाता है.
karmatit and
कर्मातीत का
angelic.
अर्थ ही है
The meaning of karmatit, the very
सर्व
meaning of
प्रकार
karmatit
के
means
हद के स्वभाव संस्कार से अतीत
to be
अर्थात न्यारा.
beyond, that is detached from all types of limited
हद है
nature,
बंधन.
sanskars, because that which is limited
बेहद है
is a
निर्बंधन.
is a bondage, and to be in the unlimited means to be
सदा
free
इस
from
रिद्धि से
bondage. And so
सिद्धि को प्राप्त करते रहेंगे.
you will continue to achieve success through this method.
हद है बंधन बेहद है निर्बंधन.
So
इस
limited
रिद्धि से
means bondage,
समझ गए ना.
unlimited
सिद्धि को
means
प्राप्त
free from
करते
bondage.
रहेंगे.
Through this method
सभी
you
ने
will receive
स्वयं
success
से जो
always.
संकल्प किया
Each
सदा
one of you
अमर है.
have had thoughts, whatever thoughts you have had for
अटल है.
yourself, they were
अखंड
constantly
है.
immortal, unshakable,
अर्थात खंडित होने वाला नहीं है.
constant thoughts that cannot
ऐसा
break,
संकल्प किया
never
है
break.
ना.
You have created such thoughts, haven't you?
मधुबन के लकीर तक संकल्प तो नहीं है ना.
But it's not that those thoughts
सदा साथ रहेगा ना.
will survive only as long as you are within the walls of Madhuban. They'll stay with you all the time,
मधुबन की
won't they?
लकीर तक तो नहीं है ना.
Not just to the
अभी मैं
to
बिल्कुल
the boundary of
किसको
Madhuban.
नींद आ रही है. जिसको नींद आ रही है वो जागे.
That is asking those who are feeling a bit sleepy to wake up.
बहन को नींद को जगाओ. बोली ध्यान से सुनो. उठ के ऐसे ऐसे बैठो.
Sit like that is demonstrating.
सब ऐसे मूली से बैठो.
Everybody sit up like that.
आज कुर्सियाँ मिली मैंने हमारे माँ पट्ट में बैठने का.
You've all got chairs, but maybe we should have everybody sitting on the floor. That's why you are sitting relaxed with your head back. That's not the way to listen to the Murli. With your head back.
संभालो भाई बहनें संभालो संभालो.
Be careful, my brothers and sisters.
कहते हैं ना हिस्ट्री हाल का बहुत परवातेज है ना. ऐसी सदा ऐसे बैठ के सुनी है.
They say that the atmosphere in the history hall is very powerful. It's because we always sat like this, totally alert and straight up.
कैसे सुनेंगे ना. ताकत आएंगी.
If you sit like that, straight up, alert, then the power will come. Things will touch your heart.
समझा. मैं आप कहेंगे ये क्यों देखती हो.
You might say, well, why am I being distracted by this? But what can I do? Baba used to watch too. Baba didn't like it. That if someone was listening to the Murli, and then Baba used to say, I'm not giving the Murli for those who are in front of me. It's as if they're there, but they're not there. I'm giving the Murli for those who are not present in front.
सदा अमर है तो ना. जो स्वयं से संकल्प किया ना अमर है.
So the thoughts that you had, each one of you had for yourself, those thoughts, let them be constantly, you want those thoughts to be constantly immortal, unshakable and constant, not ones that will ever break. They're going to stay with you at all times, aren't they? Not going to finish when you cross the line of Madhuban. You've heard many Murlis up till now, but now you have to do what you've been hearing about.
अभी करना है क्या.
What is it that we have to do?
साकार सृष्टि में संकल्प, बोल और कर्म तीनों का महत्व है.
In this corporeal world, there is
तीनों में ही महानता
importance given to thoughts, words, and deeds. To have greatness in all three is known as the complete stage, different from the karmatid stage. And it is absolutely necessary to claim full marks in all three in the corporeal world. Sometimes someone might think that well, my thoughts are really elevated, but there's a discrepancy between their thoughts and their words and actions. Is anyone going to believe them? Because actually the reflection of your thoughts are your words and your actions. The physical reflection or manifestation are your thoughts and are your words and actions. A person who has elevated thoughts, their words and deeds will also be elevated. And when you are elevated in all three, then you become number one. Seeing the double foreign children, Bab Dada was pleased seeing their specialities. What was that particular speciality? Just as through Brahma Baba's elevated thoughts, through the invocation of his elevated thoughts, they attained their divine birth.
श्रेष्ठ संकल्प द्वारा या श्रेष्ठ संकल्प के आवाहन द्वारा दिव्य जन्म प्राप्त किया है, ऐसे ही श्रेष्ठ संकल्प की विशेष रचना होने के कारण अपने संकल्पों को श्रेष्ठ बनाने की विशेष अटेंशन में रहते हैं.
You are the ones who stay, who have maintained the attention of, who keep the attention of maintaining elevated thoughts. This is the speciality. And because you pay that attention on your thoughts, when any type of subtle battle, subtle attack from Maya comes, you recognize it very quickly. Because you have that attention to your thoughts, you quickly recognize the subtle attacks of Maya. And you make effort and find a way to quickly overcome that and become victorious. So you not only do you recognize, but you also try very quickly to transform and become victorious. You constantly pay good attention to cleanse the power of thought, and you have good experience at checking yourself. And because of that subtle checking, you realize even your small mistake
निमित्त बने हुए बच्चों के आगे रखने में साफ दिल है.
And you have a clean heart when it comes to putting those mistakes in front of the Father, in front of the instrument souls. And because of that, you don't accumulate rubbish in your intellect. The majority of you with a clean heart don't hesitate to speak about whatever it is that's inside. Where there is cleanliness, then it is very easy to imbibe divine virtues. Baba's words are amazing. Where there is cleanliness, then it is easy to imbibe divine virtues. The inculcation of divine virtues means the method to imbibe divine virtues, to invoke divine virtues actually is for there to be cleanliness. Just as in bhakti, when they invoke Lakshmi or another god or goddess, the method they show is for there to be a lot of cleanliness. They'll be physical cleanliness. Then they'll invoke and call out to that deity.
तो ये स्वच्छता का श्रेष्ठ स्वभाव,
And so this elevated nature of cleanliness
दैवी स्वभाव को स्वतः ही आह्वान करता है,
naturally or automatically
तो ये
invokes the divine nature. The majority of double foreigners have this speciality, and this is why,
तीव्र गति से
with a fast
आगे
speed,
बढ़ने का गोल्डन चांस ड्रामा अनुसार मिला हुआ है.
according to the drama, they have this golden chance of moving forward.
इसको ही कहते हैं last so fast.
And this is what you call being last so fast.
फास्ट जाने की
And so,
ये विशेषता ड्रामा अनुसार
according to the drama, they have received this speciality of being able to move fast.
सदा स्मृति में रख,
Always keep
लाभ
this
उठाते चलो.
speciality in your awareness and take
आया,
benefit from it.
संकल्प आया,
A thought comes,
स्पष्ट किया, और
clarify it, and it's gone.
इसको ही कहते हैं पहाड़ को राई समान बनाना.
This is what it means to turn a mountain into a mustard seed.
रुई सेकंड में पहाड़ को रुई समान बनाना.
To make it like cotton wool.
राई से भी रुई.
From mustard
रुई
seed
सेकंड
into
में होती
cotton
है ना.
even, because
और पहाड़ को कितना समय लगेगा?
a cotton
तो
wool
स्पष्ट किया,
can fly in
बाप
so
के आगे
quickly.
रखा,
So you
और स्वच्छता
clarified
की
it,
विधि
put it
से
in front of the Father,
रिश्ता बना.
and then with the method of cleanliness
पूरा.
became an angel.
इसको कहते हैं
This is what you
लास्ट
call
सो फास्ट गति से उड़ना.
To fly with in the speed of
ड्रामा
last so
अनुसार ये
fast.
विशेषता मिली हुई
According
है.
to the drama, you've
बाप
received
दादा
this
देखते भी
speciality.
हैं.
And Bap Dada also sees
कई बच्चे
that some children
चेक भी करते हैं
do check
और अपने को चेंज भी करते हैं.
and they change themselves.
जो चेक भी करते हैं,
They check
और चेंज भी करते
and
हैं,
change
क्योंकि लक्ष्य है हमें
because
विजयी बनना ही
they
है.
have that aim that we must definitely become
Majority
victorious.
का ये नंबर 1 लक्ष्य है.
The majority have this number one aim.
दूसरी विशेषता,
And now another speciality.
कितना बाबा अंदर से हमको जानता है.
It's amazing how Baba knows
एक
us
विशेषता सुनी.
so well.
दूसरी, जन्म लेते,
As soon as we take birth,
बाबा के पास जन्म लेते,
to Baba that is,
वर्षा प्राप्त करते,
as soon, and
सेवा का
on
उमंग
receiving
उत्साह
the
स्वतः ही रहता
inheritance,
है.
there is instantly
सेवा
that
में लग
enthusiasm
जाने
for
से
service, and because of engaging
एक तो
ourselves in
सेवा का
service,
प्रत्यक्ष फल खुशी.
the instant fruit is happiness.
सेवा का
The instant
प्रत्यक्ष फल
fruit of
खुशी भी है, मिलती
service
है.
is happiness, and
सेवा
we
से
receive that.
विशेष बल भी मिलता है.
But we also receive the special power that comes from doing
और
service.
सेवा में बिजी रहने के
And
कारण
because of remaining busy in service,
निर्विघ्न बनने में भी सहयोग मिलता है.
we also receive
खुशी
assistance in
बल
remaining
और
free
निर्विघ्न
from
रहने में
obstacles.
सहयोग
So
मिलता है.
happiness, power, and the
सेवा
ability to be
का
free from obstacles.
उमंग उत्साह
And so the
स्वतः ही
enthusiasm
आना,
for
समय निकालना,
the
अपना तन मन धन
service
सफला करना,
to use our time, our mind, our
ये
body,
भी
our
ड्रामा
wealth
अनुसार
in a worthwhile way.
विशेषता की लिफ्ट मिली हुई है.
According to the drama, we receive the lift of this speciality
सही
too.
सेवा में आना, समय अपना निकालना,
To
तन मन धन
automatically
सफला
get
करना,
engaged in
ये भी
service, to
विशेषता
use
स्वतः
mind,
मिली हुई
body,
है.
wealth in a worthwhile way. This
अपनी
speciality
विशेषताओं को
also we
जानते
have
हो ना.
received. So you know your own specialities, don't you?
देखो अभी शिवरात्रि आ रही.
Shivratri is now coming, it's coming.
जानते हो ना, इस विशेषताओं से अपन को जितना आगे बढ़ाने चाहो उतना बढ़ा सकते हो.
And you can make yourself move
मैं तो
forward
बाबा
as
को बोली
much
पढ़ते बहुत प्यार
as you
किया.
want using these
जो
specialities.
इस
Was
सत्ता में लगा हुआ था ना, कैसे कैसे बाबा को जवाब देवे.
listening to
मिल
the
गया
Murli
बुद्धि
today,
से.
I really
अब
gave
सिद्धि
Baba a
को
lot
पाने
of
के
love
लिए
because it's
बुद्धि
like there
मिल
were
गई सारी.
answers and methods that Baba was giving to achieve success. according to the drama, no soul can have the complaint that Baba, I came at the end. That's why I can't move forward and claim a number ahead. The double foreign children have the golden chance of their specialities, and the Bharatvasis have their own golden chance. However, today Baba is meeting the double foreign children. In the drama, because it's destined, it's fixed, because the speciality is fixed, then no soul, even who comes at the end, can have this complaint. And because this drama is very accurate, so with these specialities, continue to move forward and fly. Continue to to fly forward with a fast speed. So did you understand, or is it clear, or are there still some complaints? So you gave Baba the Dil Kush sweet. You had a determined thought. That means you fed Baba the Dil Kush sweet. And this sweet is eternal. May the mouth of the children, the mouths of the children and the mouth of the Father are always sweet anyway. So, but don't offer any other type of bhog to Baba. Only offer this bhog of the Dil Kush, happy heart. That external physical bhog we offer anyway, but the subtle bhog, let it be only of Dil Kush Tholi, the happy heart Tholi. Bap Dada always says, when you write letters too, write a letter with only 2 letters in it, 2 words. And those 2 words are what? Okay. And so paper will be saved, ink will be saved, and time will be saved. There'll be saving. Okay. Means the Father is being remembered, and the kingdom is also being remembered. When you write O, then it's a picture of an illustration of the Father. Okay. And K means kingdom. So you write okay, it means the Father and the inheritance, you're remembering both. So when you write a letter, but definitely write letters, but just write a couple of words. The letters will reach. And anyway, Baba knows the enthusiasm in your heart. He knows the loving things that are in your heart, and they reach Baba, the comforter of hearts. Everybody knows how to write these letters. Even those who don't speak the language or know the language can write this, because the language becomes one when it is this type of letter. Today is the last day of the first group. So all your problems finished? All finished? And so what else remains? To eat toli and to distribute toli. What else remains? Now we have to make others the same as us, because we do have to do service. And we must become servers without obstacle, who are free from obstacles. To those who constantly fly with zeal and enthusiasm to become equal to the Father, to those who constantly check the self, change and become complete, to those who become elevated in all 3, that is thoughts, words and deeds,
श्रेष्ठता को धारण करने वाले ऐसे
to
तीव्र
those
गति से
who become
उड़ने
elevated
वाले
through constantly imbibing
विशेष आत्माओं
cleanliness,
को
to
बाप
such
दादा का
special
याद
souls
प्यार
who
और
fly
नमस्ते।
at a fast speed, Bap Dada's special
ऑस्ट्रेलिया ग्रुप के
love,
छोटे बच्चों से बाप
remembrance,
दादा की
and
मुलाकात।
namaste. Now
वो
Baba
छोटे
meeting
बच्चे सब
a
है
small
जमुना बहन,
group of children from Australia. Daddy's
अभी
asking
बुलाना,
Dr. Nirmala if
कोई
those
खास
children are
बुलाना,
still around.
हाँ
And she's saying she should, that
खास
Didi's saying
बुलाना,
that they're not. And so
समझा?
Daddy's saying,
चाली
we
जाओ ना,
invite them, create a gathering.
सबको याद करके
Charlie,
बुलाना।
when you go back,
सभी गार्डली
remember
स्टूडेंट हो
them.
ना,
You're all
रोज
godly
स्टडी करते
children,
हो,
aren't you? Do you study a lot?
ऐसे ये भी करते हो, जैसे
Just,
वो स्टडी करते हो ये
just
भी
as you
करते
do
हो।
that study, do you
मुरली
do
सुनना
this
अच्छा
study?
लगता है,
Do you like listening to the
समझ में
Murli?
आती है।
Do you understand
मुरली
it?
क्या होती है?
What is the Murli?
बाप को रोज याद करते हो,
Do you remember the Father every day?
सुबह को उठते गुड मॉर्निंग करते हो,
Do you wake up, when you wake up, do you say good
कभी
morning?
भी ये गुड मॉर्निंग मिस नहीं करना।
Never miss this good morning.
गुड मॉर्निंग भी करना, गुड नाइट भी करना,
Say good morning and say good
और
night
जब
as well.
खाना खाते
And
तब
when
भी
you
याद
eat,
करना।
remember at
चार्ली
that
ये
time
सब
too.
जो है ना बाबा, उन सबको लिखो,
Charlie, write all of this
बच्चों को,
to all
बाबा
the
ने जो
children.
बच्चों से मुलाकात की,
This
बड़े हो गए
meeting that
लिखो,
Baba had, because they've all grown up
याद
now.
दिलाओ,
But remind them.
बाबा ये करता रहा, समझा? ऐसे नहीं भूख लगती है तो बाप को भूल जाओ,
It's not that when you get hungry
खाने
you
के
forget the
पहले जरूर
children,
याद
forget
करना।
Baba. Before
याद
eating,
करेंगे
you
तो
must
पढ़ाई
remember
में बहुत
Baba.
अच्छा नंबर ले
If you
लेंगे,
remember, you'll get a good
क्यों
number
जो
in your
बाप को
studies.
याद करते हैं वे सदा पास होते हैं,
And those who remember the Father
कभी
always
फेल नहीं हो
pass.
सकते,
They can never fail.
सदी पास होते हो।
And so you always pass,
पास न
don't
हुए
you? If you don't
तो सब
pass,
कहेंगे
then
ये शिव
others will
बाप के
say,
बच्चे भी फेल होते हैं।
look, Shiv Baba's children fail too.
रोज मुरली की एक पॉइंट अपने माँ से जरूर सुनो।
Every day hear one point of
अच्छा,
knowledge from
बहुत
your mother.
भाग्यवान हो,
You're very
भाग्यवान
fortunate
भाग्य विदा के धरती पर पहुँचे हो,
that you have arrived on the soil
बाप से
of the
मिलने का
one who
भाग्य
is the
मिला है,
bestower of fortune.
ये
You've
कम भाग्य
received
नहीं है।
the fortune of meeting the Father. This is no
पर्सनल
small
मुलाकात के
fortune.
समय पर ना सब, हाँ
Now some personal meetings.
पर ना भले पर्सनल मुलाकात के समय इसमें एक एक पॉइंट लिखी है बस। बाप दादा के द्वारा वरदान के रूप में उच्चारे महावाक्य,
Elevated versions
पर्सनल
spoken
मुलाकात करते थे
by
ना,
Bap
वो
Dada
सब
in
कथा किया है।
personal meetings. They've
एक-
compiled some of them.
बाप द्वारा मिले हुए सर्व खजानों को
First one,
सर्व आत्माओं के प्रति लगाने वाले भरपूर बन औरों को भरपूर बनाने वाले आत्मा हो।
are you a soul
कितने खजाने भरपूर है,
who is full and uses
जो भरपूर होता है
all
वह
the
सदा
treasures that you've
बांटता
received
है।
from the Father to make other souls full?
अविनाशी भंडारा लगा
How
हुआ
many
है,
treasures do you have? Those who
जो आए
constantly have
भरपूर होकर के जाए,
treasures are always
कोई
distributing.
खाली जा नहीं सकता।
No one should return empty.
इसको कहते हैं अखंड भंडारा।
This is what it means to have a constant
कभी
treasure
सुनो
store.
भी,
Listen
कभी
to this now.
महादानी बनदान करते,
Sometimes you donate
कभी ज्ञानी
in the
बन
form of a
ज्ञानामृत
great
पिलाते,
donor. Sometimes you become a
कभी
bestower,
दातापन धन देवी बन धन देते,
and
दातापन
sometimes
धन देवी बन करके धन देते।
you become a goddess of wealth
ऐसे
and give
सर्व
wealth.
की शुभ आशाएं बाप द्वारा पूर्ण करने वाले हो।
In this way,
जितना खजाने
you become one who fulfills the Father's
उतना और
desires.
बढ़ते जाते हैं।
The more treasures you distribute, the more they
इसको
increase.
कहते हैं सदा
This is what you
मालामाल।
call always being constantly
कोई भी खाली
overflowing.
हाथ न जाए,
No one should return
सबके मुख
empty-handed.
से ये
From
दुआएं
everyone's
निकले,
mouth, these blessings should
वाह
emerge.
हमारा भाग्य।
Wow, our fortune.
ऐसे महादानी वरदानी बच्चे सच्चे सेवादारी बनो।
Become
महादानी
such
वरदानी बच्चे
great donors and
सदा
bestowers
सच्चे
of
सेवादारी
blessings.
बनो। दूसरा
This is what it means to be a true
ड्रामानुसार
server. Second meeting,
सेवा का
according to the
वरदान
drama,
भी
the blessing of
सदा
service
आगे बढ़ाता है।
is one that always makes you move
एक
forward.
होती है
One is
योग्यता द्वारा सेवा प्राप्त होना,
you have certain qualifications and you get a
इसमें जो योग्यता है
service
उस
accordingly.
द्वारा सेवा प्राप्त होना. दूसरा है वरदान द्वारा
The second
सेवा
is
प्राप्त होना.
you receive a blessing and you get service because
स्नेह
of
भी
that
सेवा
blessing.
का साधन बनता है.
Even love becomes a means
भाषा
to
भले
serve.
भी जानते हो,
Even you might not know the
लेकिन स्नेह
language,
की
but
भाषा
the language of love
सब भाषाओं से श्रेष्ठ है.
is the most elevated of all
इसलिए
languages.
स्नेही आत्मा को
This is why a loving soul
सदा सफलता मिलती है.
always has success.
जो स्नेह की भाषा जानते हैं
Those who know the language of
वे
love
कहाँ भी सफल हो जाते हैं.
will be successful wherever they are, in whatever they do.
सेवा सदा निर्विघ्न हो,
Let your service always be free
इसको
from
कहते हैं
obstacles.
सेवा में सफलता.
This is what it means to have achieve
तो
success in
स्नेह की
service.
विशेषता से
So with the speciality of
आत्माएं
love,
तृप्त हो जाती है.
souls become
स्नेह की
become
विशेषता
full,
से
satisfied.
आत्माएं तृप्त हो जाती है. स्नेह के भंडारे भरपूर हो.
Your treasure store of
उसे
love
बांटते
should
चलो.
always be full and continue to
जो बाप से
distribute
भरा
it.
है वो बांटो.
That which you filled yourself with from the
ये बाप
Father,
से लिया
distribute
हुआ
it.
स्नेही जो बाप
This
से
love
लिया
that
हुआ
we've received
स्नेही
from the Father
आगे बढ़ाता रहेगा.
will continue to make you
बाप
move
से
forward.
लिया हुआ स्नेह आगे बढ़ाता रहेगा. तीसरा,
Third meeting,
स्नेह का वरदान भी
the blessing of
सेवा
love
के निमित्त बना देता है.
can also make you an instrument for
बाप
service.
से स्नेह है
If you have love for the Father,
तो औरों को भी बाप के स्नेही बनाए समीप ले आते हैं.
then you can make others come close to the Father too.
जैसे बाप के स्नेह ने आपको अपना बना लिया,
Just as the Father's love made you
सब कुछ
belong
भूल
to
गया.
Him and you forgot everything else,
ऐसे अनुभवी बन
in the same way become
औरों को भी अनुभवी
experienced
बनाते रहो.
and make others experience too.
सदा बाप के स्नेह के पीछे कुर्बान जाने वाली आत्मा होना.
You are a soul who is always intoxicated and surrenders
सदा
the
बाप
self
के
because
स्नेह
of
के
the
पीछे
Father's
कुर्बान
love.
जाने वाली आत्मा हूँ, इसी नशे में रहो.
Stay in that intoxication that yes, I'm a soul who's
बाप और
surrendered because of
सेवा.
the Father's love.
यही लगन
The Father and service,
आगे
this
बढ़ने
deep
का
love
साधन है.
is the method to move
चाहे
forward.
कितना भी कोई बात आवे,
Doesn't matter what comes in front
चाहे
of you, how
कितना भी
big
कोई
something
बात
is,
आए, लेकिन बाप का स्नेह
but the Father's love
संयोग दे आगे बढ़ाता है.
will give you cooperation and make you move through
क्यों
it, make
स्नेह
you
को
move
स्नेह
forward.
का रिटर्न पदम गुना मिलता है.
Because
क्योंकि स्नेही को
the one who has
स्नेह का
love
रिटर्न
receives the
पदम गुना
return,
मिलता है.
multi-million-fold return for his love.
स्नेह ऐसी शक्ति है
Love is such a power
जो कोई भी बात मुश्किल नहीं लगती
that
है.
with it nothing feels difficult
जो स्नेह में खो जाते हैं,
because we become totally lost and absorbed in that love.
इसको कहते परवाने
This
समय
is
पर पैदा हुए.
what is known as the moths sacrificing
चक्कर
themselves to the
लगाने
flame,
वाले नहीं,
not the ones who just circle around the
पैदा होने
flame,
वाले,
the ones who sacrifice themselves,
प्रीत की रीत निभाने वाले.
the ones who fulfill the promise, the
तो
duty of
स्नेह
love.
और शक्ति दोनों को बैलेंस हैं, दोनों
So
के
with the
बैलेंस
balance
हैं.
of love
सदा
and
आगे
power,
बढ़ते और बढ़ाते चलो.
continue to move forward yourself and make others move
बैलेंस
forward.
ही
Balance
बाप की ब्लेसिंग दिलाता है
is what enables you to have the blessings of the
और
Father
दिलाता रहेगा.
and will continue to bring you those blessings.
बैलेंस ही बाप की ब्लेसिंग
Balance
दिलाता रहेगा.
enables you to
दिलाता है,
receive
दिलाता
the blessings
रहेगा.
of the Father.
बड़ों की छत्र छाया भी सदा आगे बढ़ाती रहेंगी.
The canopy of the protection of the
बाप की
seniors
छत्र छाया
will
तो
also
है,
constantly help
लेकिन
you to
बड़ों
move
की छत्र
forward.
छाया भी एक
Yes,
golden
you
offer
have
है.
the Father's canopy of protection, but
समझ रहे हो
the
ना?
canopy of the seniors is
बाप
also
की
like a
छत्र
golden
छाया.
offer.
बड़ों की
Golden offer,
छत्र
Baba,
छाया एक
is in
golden
English.
offer है. तो सदा आफरीन मनाते हुए
So
आगे बढ़ते चलो तो भविष्य स्पष्ट होता जाएगा.
So constantly say thanks and continue to move forward, and then the future will also become clear to you. Fourth meeting, you're the ones who experience the Father's company at every step, aren't you?
विशेष सेवा के अर्थ निमित्त बनाया है. तो निमित्त बनाने के साथ साथ सेवा के हर कदम में बाप संयोगी भी बनता है.
As well as making the children instruments for special service, Baba also becomes the one who is cooperative.
हर एक को भाग्य की विशेषता
The bestower of fortune has given everyone the speciality of fortune. And so when we apply that speciality, let us apply that fortune in action and move forward ourselves and make others move forward. Service is such a thing that it will come running, chasing after elevated Brahmins. We don't chase after service. But wherever you go, service follows you, chases after you. Just as where there is light, the shadow automatically follows, and so you are double light. And so service will chase after you like a shadow. At least shake your head to indicate that you understand, that you relate to this. If we are double light, then service will follow us like a shadow. This is why always remain carefree, remain under the Father's canopy and move forward in that way. Fifth meeting.
दिल में इस बाप समान बनने का उमंग रहता है ना.
You always have the enthusiasm to become Bap Saman in your heart, don't you?
तब वही समीप रहेंगे.
Only when you become equal will you remain close. You do want to be close, don't you?
वाले के पास समान बनने का उमंग रहता ही है.
The ones who stay close always have the enthusiasm to become equal. And it doesn't feel difficult to be that either. Whatever, the only thing is, whatever action you perform, bring this into your awareness before performing the action. That is this action something that Baba would do? This awareness will enable you to follow the Father. This is not something that you need to sit down and think about. It's something that you can do even whilst going up and down the stairs. It's a very easy method. And so continue to meet the continue to meet the Father. In other words, let your actions be the same as the Father's. And then you will easily experience success in every action. Acha. Blessing.
दूर रहे, सदा बाप के समीपता का भाग्य करने वाले संग दोष से दूर रहे, सदा बाप के समीपता का भाग्य प्राप्त करने वाले पास अनर भव.
May you remain distant from bad company and thereby attain the fortune of Baba's company, of being close to the Father and passing with honor. Many types of attraction will come to you in the form of a test, but we must not be attracted. There are many different types of influence of company. Wasteful, the company of the thoughts of Maya,
माया के आकर्षण के संकल्प संग, संबंधियों का संग,
the company of relatives,
वाणी का संग,
the company of
अनदोष का संग,
language,
कर्म का संग,
the company of impure thoughts,
इन सब दोष,
impure
सब संग
food,
दोषों से
and
अपन को बचाने वाले ही
the effective actions.
वाचिस आनर बनते हैं.
Only those who pay attention to protecting themselves from all these types of influence are the ones who pass with honors.
बाप स्वयं आपके छत्र
Slogan.
छाया बन जाएंगे. फरिश्ता बनो.
Become an angel,
परिस्थिति आती है ना, बाप स्वयं
and then the Father himself will become the canopy of protection in adverse situations.
अभी क्या करें, मुरली को कैसे रखूं? यहाँ.
So what shall I do? What shall I do with this Murli? It's gone into the heart, right? Where